Welcome to the Bishop of Winchester Academy virtual tour and head teacher's speech. My name is Paul McKeown. I'm the principal at Bishop of Winchester Academy. For those of you who haven't quite worked out the accent yet, it's Liverpudlian, and if anyone asks, I'm doing missionary work in the Deep South. Children call me many things, I'm sure, but generally I'm known as Mr. Mac around the Academy. And I'm here to try and help you make a really important decision about your child's future. Where should you place them for that life-changing experience that is secondary school education? I'll give you a little of my education philosophy. I'm actually broken down into 3 mantra. Sapere aude, Latin. Have the courage to be wise. It's the emblem that's on the school badges, it's on all of the school literature. Have the courage to be wise. What we want to do is help children to make the right decisions for themselves. High expectations, no excuses. I have high expectations of myself, of my staff, of my students, and of you as parents too. High expectations, no excuses. Education is a one-off life chance, and we can't afford to get it wrong. So no excuses and high expectations in everything that we do. And finally, if it all comes together with what we do at Bishop, children go on to live life to the full. John 10:10 from the Bible, I came that they might have life and life in all its fullness. We badge that for the children as live life to the full. And if you do decide to come to Bishop, you will frequently hear me talking about sapere aude, have the courage to be wise. Have high expectations and offer no excuses in all that you do. And if it all comes together, you will go on to live life to the full. You know, the world has changed since I was at school as a student, and perhaps many of you as parents were at school. There's no longer the unskilled jobs for children to go into if they didn't have many qualifications. All students are expected to have, at the very least, really good literacy and numeracy and ICT skills. Most school leavers will have several careers. 40% of school leaders are going to need a graduate qualification. We talk about the global economy. The United Kingdom is no longer the world power that Great Britain once was. India has more gifted and talented learners than we have learners. And China is soon to become the #1 English-speaking nation in the world. I thought for you about how technologies have changed in recent years. I sometimes amuse the children by talking to them about standing outside a red box in the street and queuing in the rain in order to make a telephone call. They don't quite get it when I talk about that. Technology has advanced so much that we are now preparing children for jobs that we don't yet know exist. And they will be doing those jobs using technologies that have yet to be invented. And they will be using those technologies to help solve problems that we don't yet realise are problems. The challenge of growing up as a young person in the world today is tremendous. I'm a dad too, I've 3 children, so I totally understand your anxieties. I sometimes wonder how much this generation might have let down children of today. I look at global warming, I look at drowning in plastic, extinction rebellion. My year 11 son doesn't like watching the news because he finds it too depressing. The leaders of the free world exchange text messages and insults publicly. My 8-year-old daughter, when I walk into my local town on a Saturday, we always give a drink and a sandwich to a beggar who's on the streets. And she thinks that that is normal in 2020. Never has education been as important in preparing our young people for their future. Young people want to solve these problems. And if they have the right education, then perhaps they will hand on a better future to their children. How are we going to answer these challenges? We will answer these challenges through our schools, through our teachers, through that vital partnership between home and school. You are the main educators, not us. You have the children more time than we do, and that important partnership between home and school is crucial in ensuring that children have the right values and that the values of school and home are aligned. Bishop is a great school. If you ask any of the children who attend, I'm sure that's what they'll tell you. But the evidence for a great school, have a look at our Ofsted reports, read them, they compare favourably with any Ofsted reports. Our student numbers, we are oversubscribed every year. There is a genuine parental anxiety about not getting a place at the Bishop. If I had time, I could talk to you about Bishop all day. And my plans for the future, and my plans for your children's future. I could talk about us being a church school, how we welcome children of all faiths and no faith. We are all about our Christian values, and we live out our Christian values in everything that we do, ensuring that all children do go on to live life to the full. Our values are expressed through our learning applications, our LAPs, that's our value system of awareness, collaboration, empathy, resilience, independence and creativity. I could talk to you about our Brilliance 10-10 clubs, our after-school provision, a whole range of activities for children to do after the school day finishes. I could talk to you about our new science labs, the additional classrooms that we have planned to be building, the extension to the sixth form. I could talk to you all day about Bishop and what a great school is. But the best way for you to find out about Bishop is to visit yourself. I said I have high expectations of parents, and it is my expectation that you would come and visit us, and myself or one of my senior members of the team will take you on a tour of the school. With me, what you see is what you get. I'm a traditional head. I expect good manners. I expect punctuality. I expect good attendance. I expect parents to support me in ensuring that their children achieve well. I expect full school uniform. I do expect you to visit and to tour with us. I expect students to stand when we walk in at assembly, and that's not about respect for the head teacher or the senior team. That's about respect for our school and what we stand for. But most of all, I expect students to live out their school motto, have the courage to be wise, that they have the courage of their own well-founded convictions and they make the right decisions during those challenging and sometimes turbulent teenage years. I do have a fourth mantra that is very personal to me. I mentioned to you that I'm a dad, 3 children, and in everything I do at Bishop, I do ask myself the question, is it good enough for my own children? And if it's not good enough for my own children, it's not good enough for anybody's children. And that's what guides all my thinking at Bishop. I've been here 14 years now. We've built a great school. It's a family school. We want to make it even better. It's a school where all achieve well, and we want students to continue achieving well. Those who want to go to the very best universities can do. Those who want to go into the local economy can do. We cater for all students at Bishop. If you want to be part of our special family, then come and join us. Let us dream together for your children. Let us open up that universe of possibility that will allow your children to go on and achieve greatness. My promise to you, as it has been to parents each year since I came to Bishop, was that if you trust us with your children, we will not let you down. Thank you.